Right, this episode is very, very important, so do not click away. Battery exhausted, she says. I'm fucking exhausted. Right, welcome back everyone. It's a serious start to the episode. It's not really serious. It's beautiful and it's sad and it sums up everything that this channel is actually gunning for. All right, it's not a direction I ever knew I was going to go in, but I'm in it. So everyone that sticks around and is part of the channel and comments and does everything, you're doing a bit for this. This is what the members support as well, if you're ever wondering. There's a video coming up. I'm waffling shit. Right, I'm going to read you a letter. It's a teary one. I've come in this morning. I've opened the box. It's been in the workshop for quite a while. I knew what was in it, so I knew it was like back of the queue, but the letter has bumped it to the front. I'm going to read it. Prepare yourselves. This is what we do around here. Dear Paul, I hope you're well. We wanted to reach out to explain why this guitar project means so much to us and why we are incredibly grateful that you would consider refurbishing it to help us raise money for charity. That's what we do around here. Over the years, our dad Peter has worked on and built guitars, so music and craftsmanship have always been close to our family's heart. Sadly, we lost our mum. We've lost our mum, Mary, to pancreatic cancer in May, and since then we've been doing everything we can to honour her memory and raise awareness and funds for Pancreatic Cancer UK. Legendary behaviour. That's what we're on board with. We truly believe your work and passion for guitars could help bring this project to life in a way we could never ourselves. Your Milehousestudios channel, our channel, it's all you boys as well, and 6 ladies. Our Milehousestudio channel reaches so many people and touches so many hearts, and we feel that sharing this memory through your platform could help raise awareness and valuable funds for Pancreatic Cancer UK. Most importantly, it would mean a great deal for our family to see something connected to our parents turned into something positive that could help others during these terrible illnesses. Thank you so much for taking the time to read this and for considering being part of something so personal and meaningful for us. And our sincere thanks, David, Peter, Leah and Melanie Ayton. I'll put a little poem at the end of this video. I'm not going to read it because I'll be in fucking bits. But so this episode is for Mary and the Ayton family. Hope I pronounced that correctly. If not, shaft me in the comments. I'm assuming Mary had a blinding sense of humour, so I will not be dulling down any bullshittery in the video, and we will be sticking with creme brulee. All right, hopefully that won't upset the YouTubians. This is a Yamaha ERG 121. It's going to need the same stuff that we always need to do. It's going to need a bit of fret tickling and a bit of love. It's actually in remarkably good shape, all right? The tuners are they are more wobbly than my pre-molars, all right? Absolute shit. So they will be replaced. I have not got the same type to replace them with, so we're going to have some little scars to fill with cocktail sticks because that's the way we fucking roll around here. But I will be replacing them with some good ones. The body's got some marks and dings. I'm not going to polish the shit out of it. I think it's fine. The trem on these is not bad. Trem on glaze. I'm going to make sure everything works. We're going to set it all up. We're going to do most of our work to the neck, all right? These are beater guitars. They're brilliant workhorses. I love the ERG 121. Don't comment anything about lawsuit. Cease and desist. I'm fucking bored of that topic. Now, so we'll make sure that works and we'll make sure that this neck is amazing. Someone said to me, how come you never do any work to the necks off the guitars? I've got into the habit of doing the work with the neck on the guitars because when you take the neck off, you have to put it in some sort of jig, which I used to do. And Guitars and Woods have sent me their sexy neck jig. So I will be using that at some point. I leave the neck on the guitar and support it nicely because I think that's probably the easiest scenario for you mung beans to recreate at home on the dining room table, pissing off the wife. Now, this is where this channel is monumentally amazing, all right? Because of you lot and because of the sponsors. That is a £99 guitar at best on eBay. It's going to be set up by a luthier, all right? You're not a luthier? Fuck off. It's going to be set up by me using the magic numbers. I'm going to do a full fret level recrown and polish, all right? It's going to have the magic treatment. So realistically, it's had 150 quid's worth of work done on a £100 guitar. Not worth it in the real world, or it might be if you love it. Now, even though that's a £100 guitar with some extra bits done on it, I'm selling this on eBay now for 400 quid.
Oh, fuck off!
And you might think, oh, I've just shat my pants, but the bundle that I've managed to get the sponsors to come on board with is absolute magic. and I'm going to run through it now. All right, so we are going to do this guitar up, but this video is about community. So if you're going to say, oh, he doesn't start doing the work until 3 minutes in, I've said it before, boys. Banter starts at 0. Fuck you very much. This is like a game show, isn't it? Right, I've had a word with Dario. String changing mat from Luke. All right, this is Luke, the sexiest hair on the internet. And their most phenomenal, brand new Dario strap. I've had a word with the boys at Crimson, and they have included a fret leveling beam, a cheeky rocker, and a notch straight edge. Oh, prize number 3. Geiker have donated me, and they actually sent these pretty quick, a set of lock-in tuners. I found this bit downstairs. This is a Black Star little practice amp. I forget what it's called, the Fly. All right, he sent this in as a bundle. Paul Morgan has donated a lot of gear. I haven't done his guitar yet. He sent a spanking Squire. I haven't done it. Ed the Shred demoed it. So I'm going to be including that. So whoever buys this is like, bang, we're ready to go. It's going to come in a soft case. I'm also going to include a Milehousestudios neck rest, which is not, Dave's not filming. Move back, Dave. Milehousestudios neck rest, both key rings that are available on the eBay store, shameless plug, the cards, a load of picks that I've been sent by people. I also got another part straight from Shiji Guitars, so that's going to go in there as well. And last but not least, no, I'm not including my gag ball. That's way too close to my heart. The gag ball is staying here. So that is the bundle, right? I'm also including a t-shirt as well, all right? Tell me your size if you buy it. It's a £550 bundle with the case and everything. And I'm going to put it on eBay for 400 quid and it's set up. And that price doesn't include the work I'm going to do on the guitar. Holy shit, let's raise 400 quid for pancreatic cancer and make this thing really count. Thank you, sponsors. You're all rather fucking lovely. I'm going to put this behind so everyone can see it in its full glory next to Pez Nielsen. Massive thanks to Steve for sending in Alan. There he is, little bastard. Right, so this is what's on offer today. The eBay listings go live at the same time as the video. All right, so it's 4 p.m. GMT, British summertime, BST at the minute. So it's going live today at 4 p.m. If you buy it, I will have it in the post by Wednesday and you will have it this week. That is the bundle of all bundles. I'm incredibly proud to be able to bring all that stuff together. And you should be too, because you're part of a phenomenal channel. Right, that was the longest intro ever. I'm going to put this guitar together. I'm going to screw the neck on and we'll start setting the bad boy up. I think the first thing we'll do is check the electronicery, shall we? I'll see you in a sec when we're ready for that.
Many unbearable hours later.
Just sorting Dave out. Right. We're back after lunch. I've had a bit of lunch. I didn't plan to, but I have. I've checked my waggle stick and I've given this guitar a very quick finger blast and it all seems to be lovely. I'm not polishing fuck all. I can't be bothered with that. I'm going to plug it in very quickly and just make sure that my pickups are working. And then we'll have a little look at the pots so we can all tweak ourselves to oblivion. And then I'll spray them with the wrong fluids and you can all fucking have a wank in the comments. But as long as it leaves the workshop all working and lovely, fine with that. I was going to strum it then. There's no strings. Ha! Twat. I'll leave that in the edit. Lovely. Works fine. There's no bullshittery, pushiness. There's not any of that sort of bollocks. So we can flip it over and find the wet spot. Unnecessary, Paul. If you're new round here, this guitar channel is not all about the guitars. It's about you lot in the comments section. It's about the camaraderie and the terrible dad jokes and the fact that we are all just dickheads in garages. Yep. There's no getting away from it. We are all the same. I literally just fell over a bin off camera then. I can't leave that in the edit because I didn't film it. Dave might have caught me ankles. Although I've just been in America for fucking 7 days and they are officially cankles. £9 in 7 days. Biscuits and gravy though, dreams. So let's have a little look at the pots. Dave, you can come in. They are mini pots, the little teeny tiny ones. But they all seem fine and they're working. I've got no crackling or any of that sort of shit. So I'll get out the deoxit. It's the wrong one, but it's fine because it makes me feel special. So I'm going to spray the wrong deoxit in the pot. Oh, it's not going to lubricate. I have actually contacted deoxit and asked them about this, and they themselves said it's fine. I didn't. That's a complete lie. But, you know, do you know what I mean? Who gives a flying fuck, honestly, at this point? And we will use WD-40 contact cleaner for switches on the switch. She's lubed. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to change my techniques, not for any man. There's a nice ding on the body there. I've coloured it in. Fucking, there you go for a repair. Eat your heart out, Twofford. Right, so we know the pickups work. We can get that out of there. Marvellous. This has got a plastic nut on it, but I think Yamaha used like a weird type of nut because I've never had an issue with them before. And nothing fucking fits them because there's like a little notch in the woodwork. So I'm inclined to leave that one in. We'll lubricate it. I'll check and make sure it's fine. But the first thing I'm going to do is just run up and down the frets. Now, the last ERG I had in the workshop, the frets were absolutely brilliant. And personally, I think Yamaha is one of the best brands out there. Come round here, Dave, because this is a little issue that you need to get acquainted with. This is the little cap nubbin that's always missing on Yamaha guitars, and there's no screw in there. So I'm going to put a fat screw in and just pull it out. All right, there's a little technique, little tip for you. And lo and behold, the screw snapped off in there. Nice start, isn't it? You can get little plug cutters to take all that out and then fill it with a dowel and all that sort of shit. I haven't got one. Someone told me I need to buy one, and you were right, whoever you are, but I haven't got one. But there's loads of room here to put another roll in, and we'll get another screw in. That'll be fine. Alan! We're just going to get this neck nice and straight. That is banging. Now, that neck is dead straight. I'm going to check it with the rocker that I'm looking for, and it's right under there. Speed it up, Paul. Right, there are a few tiny rockers. I'm going to go on the limb and say that if I was going to compare that neck with every guitar I've had on the bench in the last 2 years doing these fluff pieces, which is getting on for close to a lot, that's probably in the top 10. And it's a £99 ass whipper. Now, when rocks are really tiny, they're not going to affect the playability. Not really. When you can barely feel it, no Mrs. Richards reference. When you can barely feel it, oh, go on then, here she is. Then you can, it'll be fine. All right, it's not perfection, but for the most of you that are shit scared of a leveling beam, all right, it's a scary beast, isn't it? See that there? I mean, it's hardly anything. Fuck all. And I don't know what technique Yamaha use in their factories, because quite often the frets don't respond to tapping because they are pretty well seated. I am an advocate for Yamaha instruments. I really like them. Now, there's always outliers. I can only assess a guitar brand by what's on my bench. You might have bought one that was an absolute shit piece. Of course you could. I'm talking about you, Trevor, you thick fuck. Everyone knows a Trevor. He's like an internet Karen. If you're wondering why I take the piss out of Trevor, he's an internet Karen. He's the sort of guy that fucking shares a fleshlight with his sons. Do you know what I mean? He's that sort of guy. So he's had a bad Yamaha, of course he has. And he'll be in the comment section saying, oh yeah, I had one and it gave me Lyme disease. Do you know what I mean? Nothing to do with the fucking fleshlight, Trevor. It smells of Monster Munch. I told you I'm not holding back on this episode. I thought of that little line yesterday when I was out walking with Mrs. Richards, and I made a note of it because I thought it was funny. So they are banging frets. I could string this up now and it would be lovely, but that's not the golden sauce, is it? So let's just check my theory about waves of frets, and we'll just double check and we'll just see how good they are. I think Yamaha use nice gear. Now I'm going to get the leveling beam on here now, and let's just have a little look at how good the tapping theory is. The amount of texts that gave me shit years ago and said, you can't just leveling beam it. Oh, typical wanker. So, here we go. Oh, the theory. First things first, cover up the humbucker, Paul, because someone will milk their teats. Now we can have a little look. Put my finger in there because he likes to focus on fleshy things. Now you can see that there's not a lot of dust here, and then in the middle we've got some dust here, and then nothing on these middle ones. You can see the pen on there. Look, see the pen, and then we've got a dusty section. So even though, and then nothing at the end, nothing there. Right? This is my job. It's my career. Put him back in there with mini beans. Get on, mini beans, with your ginger fucking whatsits. So we have got waves of fret wire. So that means that they are taking this off a reel, they're tapping it in. You're at the mercy of how good the extruding is of that fret wire, and it is not perfect. So tapping does get you most of the way, and you can thank me for that. But to get it perfect, handsome. Now, if you don't do it that way, I twatted the nut off halfway through there, which is fine. You can see that little groove that I was on about. They just groove out the headstock. They do it a bit differently to Fender. It's a nice way of doing it, to be fair, but it makes replacing them a little bit more finicky. Nothing. I don't know what they put in that nut. It's plastesium. It's a lovely feeling nut. Now, I'm happy with that. That's lovely. I'm going to finish this fret level job. I'm going to use the massively overpriced. It's not. It's expensive. The Music Nomad safety file. It's the only one I'll ever recommend anyone gets because you can't fuck it up. You can't go too far, all right, which is the story of my life. I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish the fret level, recrown and polish. I'm going to fretalizer and polish them up. And I'm going to come back because we've got to fit new tuners. And this is a little bit more work than one out, one in. So we'll make a feature of it because I'll struggle to find things to feature. All right, so that's going to be the feature. I'll see you in a minute.
15 minutes later.
Right, we're back up. Fun fact, I just went downstairs to look for my glasses because I put them down somewhere because that's what happens when you're going blind and old. And I found a pineapple on the shelf, so I've indulged. I had half a pineapple. Right, so first things first, we have to take all these tuners off. And by doing that, we're just going to turn it over and we're going to throw a screwdriver at it. Lovely. Some might even say that is
Magic.
Oh, it's Mr. Bean. I love a bit of Mr. Bean, like. Now, this is a new Geiger lock-in tuner. Someone said to me they bought some Geiger tuners from AliExpress. Now, I know lots of people have done that because they're cheaper than buying them from Geiger's website. Here is an interesting fact. He said that he got a tuner and he wasn't particularly happy with the quality. Whoa. So I went straight to Geiger. My mate Kate at Geiger, not her real name, and I said, this is a fucking issue. Let's get to the bottom of it. What have you got to say for yourself? And I'll read the email to you. It's very interesting. It's actually from Kate, look, definitely. It's in my old man font. Hi, thanks for sharing the feedback with us. We really appreciate you letting us know what your subscribers have experienced. Right, we'd like to clarify that AliExpress is not an official Geiger sales channel. So it is not Geiger that you're buying those bits from. We cannot guarantee the product quality or after-sales service for items purchased there. We recommend that customers purchase through our official website. Makes a bit of sense, doesn't it? Postage is a bit more regular. People do wait quite a long time for Geiger stuff every now and again. Shipments from China are Harold shipment. They are shit sometimes. Regarding Amazon, we also want to clarify that our current Amazon listings are not the official Geiger store. Many customers contact us for after-sales support from those channels, and we sometimes try our best to help resolve the issues, but those stores are not operated by Geiger. Doesn't say who operates them, but it's not them. So if you want to buy Geiger gear and you want to be supported, like a tit in a bra, get it from Geiger themselves. We're currently planning to build our own official Amazon and TikTok shop, so the amoebas that scroll through their whole lives, you'll be able to buy a tuner through your amoeba talk. So customers will have more reliable purchasing options. Thanks again for helping us understand and for educating the mung bean tards that watch your channel. She didn't write that. That was just my little ad. Best regards, Kate. Not a real name. Still not got a picture of Kate, but one day she'll send it. So if you want to buy official Geiger parts, get it from their official store. This is a 10mm. It's 9.61, but we won't split pubes. 9.61. So we want a 10mm. I've got to ream these out, and everyone loves a bit of reaming, doesn't they? Oh, I do. Takes me right back to my youth. I'm using a step drill, not going right in with the full wallop. If you go full wallop into that old hole, it will tear the shit out of it and you'll have a bad day. So we're going to ream from both sides and then we're going to clean it out with the flutes of a nice drill bit. Make sure everything's sharp, right? These are from eBay. They're proper shit, but they do the job. Lovely. Now, naturally, that's not giving me a 10mm hole all the way through. So my tuner will not go in through that middle nodule. So we're going to tidy it up with a 10mm. You've got to hold the cunt, all right? Hold it tight. Sorry, I'm swearing. I shouldn't swear. Don't know where that came from. Go in with the step drill first. You can even step drill out to 11 if you really want. And take a little bit of the top and just give it a countersink and it will stop it tearing out. So we've got some perfect holes and that is absolutely tickety-boo. It's going to fit beautiful. So we'll get them screwed in. First thing I'm going to do before I screw them in is we're going to have a little look at the back here. Whoa, look at that. Look, the bottom hole actually lines up. Now these tuners aren't staggered, so you haven't got to worry about the order you put them in. But that bottom hole is fine. So we just need to give this a light sand and a light oil and fill that top hole. Okay, so out come the trusty cocktail sticks. So I'm gonna use my fret nippers. I'm gonna cut off a little bit of that point so it gets fat quicker. What an educational load of bullshittery. Someone emailed me from America the other day and used the word bullshittery, and I was quite proud of that. This is CA glue. I'll get it from a place called Howden's in the UK. Everyone sells it. It's got an activator so you can set it off really quick. So where I've cut off that nubbin, I'm just going to dip it in the CA, not too much. I'm going to stick it in that top hole. I'm going to give it a tiny spray that'll go off really, really quick. Fret nippers, wonderful tool. They get right in there. It's not going to look perfect. It's a £99 Yamaha ERG 121. Right, I'm going to get these screwed on. We're going to reuse those old holes. I'm going to set it up and I'll see you downstairs. Right, and here we go. We get to film an outro. I've had extra special motivation for today's video. So firstly, thanks to all the sponsors, all right, to Dario, Mark from Shiji, Crimson for the tools, Mr. Morgan for the amp that he didn't realise was going to this cause, but he won't mind because he's a part-time legend. And Geica for the parts, brilliant. I'm also going to include the fuck you finger as a little present from all the subscribers and a packet of Trevor's crayons. There you go. These were actually gifted to me from the guys at Ferrotone Studios. They came out for lunch and they looked a bit thick, and the waiter brought over some crayons for Mark because he thought, he looks like a crayon chewer. This is going on for 400 quid, which is obscene, but it's a £550 bundle, so I think it's well worth it. Whoever gets this will be absolutely loving life. I've set it up, full fret level recrown and polish, lubricated nut, new tuners. I've decked the trem, all right? I've wound it in and I've put an extra, it's got 3 springs and it's wound in. So the trem is pretty dead at the minute, which is better off for someone who's learning. I guarantee this plays better than some of the shit you've got at home anyways for some of you proper players, especially the ones that are afraid of a truss rod. You need to be able to work Alan. There he is, dirty little weasel. Yeah, it's an absolute belter. I've got a proper soft spot for these guitars, and at 45, it's more often a soft spot than an hard one. But you've got to get over these things. Special wave, everyone. Thanks for joining me. This was a great episode. I'll see you next time. And make sure you tune in for the build series on Friday, because less of you watch them. And I need the support.